Hello, everybody. Good evening. Hello, can everybody hear me, please? Yes. Hi. I can see Renin, Sunny. How are you today? Good evening to all of you. Okay, that's fine. I can see Rahul is there. Is saying he can hear me. Good evening, Rajiv. How are you today? Rahul is there and Rashid is there. How are you, Rashid? That's good. Nice to know everyone is okay. Everyone is fine. So, what's going on exactly there? Where all of you are from? Please tell me one by one. I can see Sanubar Shah is there. Shahid Shakur, Asiya. I welcome all of you. Yeah, Rajiv is saying good evening. Thank you, Rajiv. I'm trying to upload something for you. Let's see. That's good. Hi, Monant. George is there. Hi, George. How are you today? That's good. You're very good today, right? So where are you from, George? Which part of India are you from? I don't know. There is some problem with the text. Kerala, okay. And George is from Dubai. Oh, you live in Dubai, right? But from Kerala, right? And where is Asia from? Where are you? You're welcome, Rajiv. Saddatu is saying, good evening. Hi, Saddatu. Thank you very much. Good evening to you as well. Anyway, let's come to the topic now. Okay, I'm going to close the video things. So our discussion will be about the business environment today. Like part of the discussion, I mean, there are two parts of the discussions will be. First of all, we will have a slightly look about the types of business organizations, and then we will study some sort of SWOT analysis. And then in the next lecture, we will be going into the detail about the financial environment and then the economic environments. So what we are going to do today, first part of the lecture will be including the types of business organization, and then we will be discussing something about SWOT analysis, why they are important, when SWOT has to be done, what are the benefits, okay, and what are the how it should be carried out. These are things we'll be looking at, right? Okay, you got it. See. Okay, can you see the types of business organization slide on your screen? Okay, that's fine. I know all of you must be aware of these things. They are very simple, but just to make the rhythm and just to make the ground, you have to go through so that everything should be refreshed in your mind. See, four basic forms of sole proprietorship, and then corporations, partnerships, yeah, and limited liability companies. See what the you know about the sole proprietorship, right? Who will tell me what the sole proprietorship is? I want you to be involved today and be attentive. Prabhavati is now online. Hi Prabha, how are you? I can see a lot of people on board today. That's nice to know. Hello Prabha, I'm fine. How are you? One man business. Very good definition. I've heard for the first time, but not a bad definition. Yeah, proprietorship is like a one man business. That is okay. Yeah, Prabha is saying good sir. Thank you very much. Now see, that's not a. Is this okay? Soul means one. Proprietorship, when someone individually owning his own business. That's sole proprietorship. And what are the advantages and what are the features? We will have a look. See, a business form for which there is a one owner. That's why you have one owner. This single owner has unlimited liability for all debts of the firm. So that is the disadvantage of sole proprietorship, that it means unlimited liability you have. Okay, so that is the disadvantage. Let's see what else we got. So business income is accounted for on your personal income tax form. So whatever the business income is, that will be accounted for on your personal income tax. When you have to pay your tax, that will be accounted from your business income, right? See, these are the simple advantages and disadvantages of sole proprietorships. The advantages are, it's very simple. The simplicity is its advantage. Is very simple. You can start up with your own shop, with your own jewelry shop, or any venture you can start up, and you are the only owner, so you can take your own decisions. But that is simplicity is its advantage. It's very simple. It's not complex because it's not partnership. So it's not complex. It's not a corporation. So, and low setup cost normally, but it depends on the size and the nature of the business, if it is low cost setup or not. But normally it is low setup cost. So if it is a small, normally it happens small shops or small ventures, small business. Maybe sometimes big business is owned by some other one person. So that is also sole proprietorship. So, but quick setup, yeah, you can take your own decisions, do whatever you like. So that's why the setup is quick, it's low and simple tax filing on individual form. The tax filing is not complicated, is not complex. These are the advantages, generally speaking, okay? But there are more things you can go through it. So disadvantages are simply, yeah, the disadvantages is unlimited liability, because if something goes wrong, you are the one going to suffer, not any other person, because you own the whole business. So that's why, and you have to look for your business. All the liabilities is on your shoulder. So there is no limited liability. The liabilities are unlimited. So that is your disadvantageous side. And it is very hard to raise the additional capital because you have to bear all the capital. So what happened in the partnership or in the corporation, in the corporation sectors, in big limited companies, what you do, you sell your shares and you you get capital, okay, but here you have limited capital. You are the only one to invest in your business. So that's why it's saying hard to raise additional capital. Yeah, Rezi Sharif saying it's good evening, but I'm really sorry. Like, you know what? I don't know what exactly going on. My cursor, to see the latest chat, my cursor is automatically going up. I don't know why it's happening. Every time I just pull down the cursor thing and if I needed to see the latest messages. So I don't know if this is the old message or the new message, some sort of technical problem. So if I do some mistakes, please ignore it. And the third one is transfer of ownership is difficulties. Transfer of ownership difficulties. Why? Why it is difficult? Because, yeah, thank you, Rezi. It says because you have to do all the documentation and you own the business, so you have to sell out everything. In the corporation, the corporations are just an entity. It's a virtual entity. It's an imaginary entity. So that's why in that case the transfer is not a big problem. Whoever has the more share, they own the business. So anyway, everyone owns the business. All the shareholders, they own the business. But whoever has got more shares, they have the normally. You can say they own the business. Now, if you go to the next slide. See, proprietorship of business form in which two or more, partnership. Now, another form of business is the partnership. So in that case, what happened? A business form in which two or more individuals act as a owner. Right? Okay, I can see someone, Muhammad, has come online. I welcome him. So like when two or more than 2 persons, they agree to go a venture. Walaikum assalam. Okay. Then what happened? Then that is called a partnership. And in that case, what will happen? Have a look. So what will happen? Business income, whatever the business income is, that will be accounted for in each partner's personal income tax form. Okay. So each partner has to pay the income tax because they have to pay the tax out of their income, out of their profit. So each partner has to pay the taxes. Now, let's go what else they are saying. So there are two types of generally partnerships, general partnership and there is a limited partnership. General partnership and the other one is, limited partnership. See exactly what there are very minor difference between them. In general partnership, all partners have unlimited liability and are liable for all the obligations of the partnerships. So that is the disadvantage, you can say, of general partnership. In that partnership, you have unlimited liability, not limited. Like 2 persons or 3 persons, they decided to start up with a business. And so it's like a sole proprietorship. So they are, if something goes on, they are the one responsible. If something goes wrong, then they are the one going to suffer. So it is the liability section is something like the proprietorship. Okay. And for the limited partnership, what will happen? For the limited partnership, so that man will be limited to he will not be acting as a management. He will be just investing the money and he will be responsible for gets some sort of profits, or he will be just responsible for his share, for his amount, whatever he has invested. So his liability will be limited. Like, see, limited partners have liability limited to their capital contributions. Investors only. At least one general partner is required and all general partners have the unlimited liability. So in that category, in limited partnership, at least you need the general partnership partner. Okay, general partnership partner, and the others can be partners with limited partnerships or with limited liability. Is it clear? Yeah. That's okay. Let's go to the next thing. Okay. See the advantages and the disadvantages of partnerships. Partnerships can be simple. It's not very complicated. Low setup cost, higher than sole proprietorship. Yeah, may be higher, but it still depends on the size and the nature of the business, right? So, like if two people decided to start up with a business, like if they are going to repair the punctures motorcycle or puncture shop, then it will be very small shop, isn't it? But then the low cost will be low. So still it depends. The setup cost will be very low. So it still depends on the nature and the size of the business. No, generally you can say that the setup cost is lower than proprietorship. So relatively quick setup, yeah, that's true, no problem. The setup can be quicker. Limited liability for limited partners. Limited liability for limited partners. Now see, disadvantages are, if the partners are limited partners, then the liability will be limited, right? If the partners are not limited partners, then the liability will not be limited. The liability will be unlimited then. And what are the disadvantages? The disadvantages are unlimited liability for general partner, because he's the general partner, so general partners will have unlimited liability, and difficult to raise additional capital, but easier than sole proprietorship, right? I mean, that is the company who is not selling his what should I say, his shares in the market, so it's difficult to raise more capital, but it is easy to raise more capital rather than proprietorships. Okay, in the proprietorship there is only one person, but here they have more than one partner, so that's why it is easy to raise the capital. Is it clear, right? So we can say this is the disadvantage. Difficult to raise additional capital, but easier than sole proprietorship. So you can say it's the advantage as well. Clear? And transfer of ownership is difficulties. Transfer of ownership is difficult. Why? Because as compared to the what should I say, as compared to the proprietorship, no, as compared to the corporation, the transfer of ownership is difficult in that regard. Soon you will understand why. The transfer of ownership in the proprietorship and in the partnership, in both the cases, are difficult. But in the corporation world, it is simple. Now see corporation. The third type of business is the corporation. See, a business formed legally separate from its owners. How? An artificial entity that can own assets and incur liabilities. Yeah, like this type of business is like a man. Like a man has, like an entity like a man. So, and that, excuse me, so that corporation has got its own liability and own assets. Like, you know, a lot of big companies like legal and general insurance or other big banks, yeah, they are listed on the stock exchange, so they are the corporate world. So no one, whoever has got the more shares, they can be the general partners, and who is buying the share, the other rest of the people who are buying the shares, they are also the partner of the business, but they have the limited liability. So what happened? So that company, no one exactly owns that company, but that company has its own entity. So that company can sue anyone, or anyone can sue to the company. So then the company will be responsible. You understand? So the corporation is not owned by a single person. It is owned by a group of people, and it has its own entity. Clear? See, it's saying is a business. Yeah, that's good. Very nice to know. Everyone is getting clear. Yeah, that's good. See, say business income is accounted for on the income tax from the corporations. So the business income is accounted for on the income tax from the corporation and artificial entity. That it is already done. And whatever the business that business is coming, whatever the business income is, that will be accounted for the income tax from the form of the corporation. See, the advantages and the disadvantages are here in the corporation sector. What are the advantages? Limited liability, because it is not owned by a single person. That's why the liability is limited. You are just liable for your own investment. You are not supposed to be working, like it's not very important for you to work as in the management side or stuff. You just put the money, and if the share goes up, then you get your money, you get your profit. And if the shares goes down, then you have the losses. So what is saying, advantages is your liability is limited, easy transfer of ownership. That's why I told you in the proprietor case and in the partnership case, the transfer is difficult, because those business are owned by normal people, by partners or by proprietor, one owner. But that is not owned. So I mean, it is very easy to transfer by documentation. So if the documentation is done, so the business can be transferred easily. So easy transfer of ownership, unlimited life. Yeah, I mean, suppose if people unlimited life means those companies, they keep working, like GEC, General Electric Company, is the company of Edison, who invented bulb, but it's one of the biggest electrical company in the world now. So do you know, like GEC, GEC is the company of Edison, who invented the bulb, but it still is one of the biggest company in the world. The company is still there. Edison died long before. So it has unlimited life. So people will keep buying the shares and keep getting the profits or losses, and the company will keep working on same like that. So that is why it has unlimited life. So if for the proprietorship, if the owner of the business dies, so the business may die as well. Clear? And easier to raise large quantities of capital. Why easier to raise large capital? Because it is listed on the stock exchange, and you can sell your shares to public. When you sell your shares to public, you get a lot of capital. Okay, that's why it's so easy to raise large quantities of capital. Now come to the disadvantages. What are the disadvantages? Is it clear, right? She's saying double taxation. Why it is double taxation? Can anyone tell me? Please, why it is double taxation? Let's see who gives me the answer. Whoever gives me the answer, I will have a prize for him or her. Rajiv is typing. See, the competition is going on now. Because the business pay tax and the shareholders partners pay tax too. That's good. So Dhatu has given the right answer. For shareholders need to pay tax. That's good. Yeah. I mean, first of all, the business will be paying the. Yeah, you got that. Yeah, that's good. Now here you go. Your gift should be. Yes, gift should be there. Here you go. This is your gift. Yeah, here you go. Now, what I'm saying is that's true, because first of all, the tax is deducted from the corporate. You're welcome. Then still you have to pay the tax out of your income. So that's why there is double taxation. Okay. Now, more difficult to establish. Yeah, it is not easy to establish a corporation or corporate world. More expensive to set up and maintain. Yeah, of course, they are the multi-billionaires companies, so it is not easy to set up. So it is not as easy to set up as the proprietorship is. Okay, is it clear, right? Okay, very good. Okay. Yeah, tax on dividend and company's profit. Yeah, Rajiv is giving also the right answer. That's good. Okay, so here you go for your, here you go. This is for you. Now let's go to the next one. What it says. Business form that provides, yeah, now we are going to study limited liability companies, LLCs. Business forms that provides its owners called members with corporate style limited personal liability and the federal tax treatment of a partnerships. So what happened? It's saying, see, look at it, with corporate style limited. With corporate style limited personal liability, as you have a limited liability in the corporate style, so you have a limited liability here as well. Okay, federal tax treatment of a partnership. Let's go. What else it's saying? Business income is accounted for on each member's individual income tax form. So I mean that will be each member will be taxed from their business income. Each partners, each members will be taxed from the their individual income, from their business income. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Yeah. See, generally, an LLC will possess only the first two of the following four standard corporation characters. The first two are limited liability and centralized management. So that is the centralized management is the quality of corporate world, and limited liability is also one of the feature of corporate world. So that's why you can say the first two is the quality, or is the that generally an LLC will possess only the first two of the following four standard corporation characteristic. Otherwise, the rest of the two, unlimited life, and it has unlimited life, transfer of ownership without other owners' prior consent. I mean, what say it is difficult. It is difficult to transfer as compared to the corporation. So transfer of ownership without other owners' prior consent. Because if you want to transfer the ownership, you have to take the consent of the other's owner. Clear? So it has a limited life while the corporation has unlimited life. Okay. So LLC has also limited life. Once the partners die, the company may die as well if the ownership is not transferred. So the company may be also liquidated, but normally the corporations are not liquidated. See, these are the for LLC limited liability companies. These are advantages and disadvantages. What are the advantages? I told you the limited liability. Okay, as in the corporation world, the liabilities are limited. Eliminates double taxations. Eliminates double taxation. There is no double taxations. No registration on number of type of owners. I mean, you can have owners as many as you want. So that's not a problem. No restrictions, no restriction in the number of types of owners. So you can have 2 owners, you can have 50 owners. Okay, so you can have as many owners you want. And easier to raise additional capitals because you have more owners, so it is easy to raise capitals. But still, generally speaking, disadvantages: limited life. I told you it's limited life generally, but if it is transferred or taken over by son, okay, or taken over by other any inheritance, so might be the life may be longer, but still it is limited life as compared to the corporation world. Clear? Transfer of ownership difficulties generally because you have to find out the consent of other partners. If they do not agree, you cannot transfer the ownership. So that's why it is difficult as compared to the corporation. Clear? I think this is the last one we have. Now what I have decided, like today we just discussed something about the type of the business or the type of the companies, so that when we go and study the financial sectors, the financial environment or the economic environment, so we should have a clear idea about it. That's why. Now I told you the first part of the lecture will be about the types of the business or the type of companies, and now the second part of the lecture will be about SWOT analysis. Okay, is it right? Clear? That's one. Everyone is saying clear. So anyone would like to share any information today? Would like to speak? Yeah, Vishu saying yes, sir. Okay, I will allow you. In the last slide, transfer without other ownership is the advantage. in last slide, transfer without other ownership is the advantage. Okay, in this disadvantage, showing transfer is difficult. No, it's not difficult. The slide will not be transferred today. There will be only discussions. It is really difficult. It is not managed, so it will be just discussion. Okay. Now, okay, tell me, what does it stand for? SWOT, SWOT analysis. What does it stand for? Yeah, that I'm going to write it down here. SWOT analysis. So what does it stand for? SWOT. Strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. So we are going to see today what are the strengths of a business, what are its weaknesses, what are opportunities that can be exploited, what are the threats available for the business. So to run as a manager, to run a business, you are supposed to be knowing these things. What are the, so that if you know your strength, then you can improve more your strength. You can exploit, you can take advantage of your strength. If you know your weaknesses, then you can take some measures to remove your weaknesses. If you know what are opportunities available, then you can exploit those opportunities. If any threats is there, then you can take any contingency plan, or you can take any measures to challenge the threat. Okay, to face the threat. Let's see how business like how do we do SWOT analysis of a business, right? Clear? Is it clear or not? Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I haven't got the slide exactly to get it uploaded, but it's just I think discussion, and it will be clear to you. So nothing to worry. See, like I'm just telling you now what are exactly strength. Characteristic of the business or a team that gives it an advantage over others in the industry. Like I tell you, suppose if your workers are very skilled, right? So that is your strength. That is your strength. Okay, and suppose if you have a very good reputation in the market, that is your strength. Positive tangible and intangible attributes internal to an organization, that is also your strength. Like example, like suppose, yeah, if you have a good brand, suppose Gucci or Armani, and you own a good brand, so that is your brand is your advantage. Okay, your strength is your strength. So once you know what are your strength, then you are in a position to take the advantages of that. So you know that my brand is very famous, it is my strength. And that if you know your and opposite to that, it may be a weakness. Like suppose if your employees are not well trained, or your material is not well enough, your raw material is not well enough, your suppliers are not working exactly, or you do not have a good relationship with your suppliers, so these are your weaknesses. So if you know your strength and your weaknesses, then you are in a better position to work on it. Like I give you some more examples about the weaknesses, right? See, like characteristic that place the firm at a disadvantage relative to others. Maybe you can give me any example of weaknesses. What are the weaknesses that a business may have? That's good. Prabha is saying, yeah, very good idea, Prabha. I appreciate that. If you have a new idea, that's good. If you are creative, innovative, and you have a good idea, then or a technology, like a better technology, rather than your competitors, then of course that is your strength. I agree that. Strong competition, as Usman is saying, strong competition is also a strength. I agree with that, because what does happen when there is a competition in the market? What happens? That makes you more competitive, and because of the competition, the companies or your business refine more. That's what yeah, weakness is not good quality. Yeah, the good quality may not be there. If your quality is not good, that may be your weakness. That's true. Poor safety standard. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, poor safety standard, health and safety issues. If you're not okay, the labor will not be very productive, or they will not be very healthy. Of course, in the end of the day, the productivity is going to suffer. So you have to make sure that the health and safety environment is okay. That's good. You're coming up with a very good points. Customers dissatisfaction, of course, that is your weakness. And on the contrary, if your customers are highly satisfied and you have a loyal customers, that is your strength. And if your customers are not loyal and they are not satisfied, that is your weakness. Yeah, poor marketing is your weakness. That's good. That's true. I agree with that. That's okay. So see, limited financial resources. If you have a limited financial resources, that is your weakness. Like weak spending on R&D, you cannot spend on your research and development. You cannot, if you have limited resources, then you cannot spend on your research and development. You cannot spend your money for to buy good technologies. That is your weakness. Okay, so that's why. So there are a lot of things can be your weakness. So if once you know what are your weaknesses, then you can work on it. So these are the weakness. If we don't have a good technology, if we don't have good machines, we know. Then what we can do, we can raise the funds and we can buy new machines. Then that can be overcome. Under-trained employees, okay, and they are also your weaknesses. Is it clear, right? Now opportunities, that's good. Yeah, who is going to give me some points about the opportunity, right? Tell me, please. Trend changing idea. Very good, very good. Yeah, trend changing idea. Yeah, you know, suppose, just give me real examples. I want something real example, like with any opportunity that can be exploited. Yeah, like I give you an example. Suppose if there is a, yeah, good contacts. Nixon is saying good contacts good contacts can be your strength, cannot be your opportunity. Like I tell you, suppose you can see suppose you are importing some machines, right? Like you know, yeah, social networking, that can be your strength, that can be your strength, but that cannot be opportunity. How, what can be the opportunity? I tell you, suppose you are working as a, you are importing some machines. Need for help. No, that's not exactly need for help. What exactly it is? Suppose you are working as an importer and you buy some machines from abroad, but now you see training for a special task. Training is saying training for a special task. Yeah, training for a special task is that can be that is a major can be taken, like to improve your strength, to be more, to get some strength. So you can take some training, you can give training to your staffs and stuff. So yeah, you can say, if you think like if we give some sort of training, then our staff might be able to exploit some opportunity. In that regard, you can say that can be the exploitation of some opportunity. I tell you one thing. Suppose what happened exactly. Now, there is a newspaper in Pakistan I have seen there, that's called Jung newspaper. It's one of the biggest newspaper publications. They are the biggest in the whole country. Now, as they were already in that sector, in the publishing sector, in the media sectors, what they did, they watched there is no good channel for the news. So what they did, they launched a new channel for the news, which is called Geo News. So that became very popular. So they knew that there is an opportunity available that can be exploited, and that's what they did, and they've been very successful. And that channel became one of the best channel in the country for the news. Like suppose if you have providing, make sure your goods big name, adding big reliable celebrity or social list. Providing, make your goods big, name, adding big reliable celebrity or social first. Provide is not very clear to me, but that could be your strength. Opportunity is something like which you can exploit. Suppose you have an electricity problem in your country, you are already in some machine work, so then you thought, okay, let's do bring some generator in the country because there is a load shedding going on. There is a power cut problem. So then that sector can be exploited. Socialist, I think he means Saddatu. Socialism is something different, improving the product quality with complements. That could be your strength, but that cannot be your, what should I say, that cannot be your opportunity. Okay, now see, I give you a very good example, right? See, as Tata was already, yeah, that's what I mean. Nixon is saying, yeah, you mean to say opportunity to exploit new opportunity of business. Of course, That's, yeah, I mean, like any opportunity to exploit any business, you think that can be that, or any part of the business you think that can take up your business on the top, or that can benefit your business. Celebrities, okay, Prabhat, that's fine. Anticipated reduction in the copper price during Chinese holidays. During Chinese, or is, I don't know, is Chinese, you, okay, see, adding more to you brand with good trusted celebrity. Yeah, like you can come up with some sort of, I give you this example, right? Okay, suppose you are in a restaurant business, okay, Dubai booming in real estate business, the interior business also exploit. That's the example. Hello. Yeah. Yeah, that's a very true example. Like, see, Dubai booming in real estate business, so you can see if the real business the real estate business is improving, is booming up, then of course people will need something to for the interior decoration. So if you come within and you offer that some sort of business which can be used for the interior decoration, of course that part you are going to exploit. Then that is a very good example. Any other example would you like to give to me, please? This is a very good example. Yes, come on. Okay. Is it clear? Is opportunity clear to everybody? We can move to the next slide then. I mean the next topic. Sorry, I have some problem with the texting. Anyway, now, okay. In gold hotel business, in hotel business booms in winter. That's good. Gulf. Okay. Now what are the threats? See, the external elements in the environment on that could cause trouble for the business. External environment in the that could cause trouble for business. External factors like beyond an organization control, which could place the organization, mission or operation at risk. That's good. Recession is a threat. Very good. Very good. Recession is a threat. And even some like natural catastrophic things, natural disasters are also threat. So that's why big companies, they have contingency plan, like if something happens, if any flood comes or any earthquake, or so they have another setup so that the production should not stop. So that, yeah, of course, that is an external threat. That's true. There might be some internal threat as well. Yeah, people who are working won't be able to sit in the class, but IMTS has given the opportunity to learn online without sitting in class. That's good. See, that is a strength. That is the strength for IMTS, and it's an opportunity for you if you're availing it. Yeah, Rahul, that's good. That's good. Good example you are giving. Very okay. And like, suppose what exactly happens? Suppose if you are in a business and you have a competitor, right? If your competitor comes up with a new idea, new innovation, or new creativity, then you might have some problem. Like, suppose you are in a farming business, and you sell out. You suppose you sell wheat, and any wheat, any scientist, they come up with some new hybrid of wheat, and that is really appreciated in the market, then your business will go down straight away. So that is also threats. It means you have to be creative and innovative. So, okay, you understand what I mean. So it may be that that may be the also that may be the also one of the threat from your competitor side. Yes, please come on, give me some more example about the threats. People who are walking won't be able to sit. Yeah, this is already done. Any example, please? That's good. New product, new good product. Same in your existing product. That's good. That could be your. That is not your. That you have. That is your opportunity. New good product. Same. That is not the threat. Yeah, very good. War is a threat. Of course, war is a external threat. That's good. Yeah, of course, war is a threat. If you know that something is going to happen, the situation is tense between any two countries, then you think the war is coming. Then if you know what is the advantage, like if you know your threat, what are the threats available, or what are the threats can be. So what are the advantages to know about it? Yeah, stock market falls, of course. Sometimes stock markets falls. That's true. That's true. That is also a threat. Tell me, what are the advantages to know your threat? If you know about your threats, if you know the threats, what are the advantages of it? And what are the disadvantages if you do not know the threats? Very good. Usman is saying you can prepare ahead of time. That's good. I agree with you. Some political or social. Yeah, Prabha, I think you're still talking about that the threat. Yeah, the threat can be political. Threat can be social. Very good. Yeah, as Manu Murali is saying, organizational change. That's true. If I know I can take corrective action before fall happens. Very good. Yeah. If you know about your threats, then you can take some measures to avoid it or to have less losses. Can find an alternative solution and reduce the effect of threats. That's true. I agree with you. Very good. All of you come up with the very right answers. So this is very important. So in an organization, that is very important to study or to do the SWOT analysis, because if you know your strength, then on behalf or you can exploit your strength. I mean, suppose you know that your brand is very stable, right? Is very famous. Now you are going, you know about you were thinking how to generate the revenue. You know, if I sell out one piece for $10 and then every year I'm selling, in case of the stock, people try to, well, if there is foresee a crash. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is also a threat. I agree with that. Yeah, that's okay. Like how can you take the advantages of your strength? Suppose you know what your strength is, then suppose your strength is your brand, and that is very stable in the market. So when you increase the price, okay, that will not affect the demand. So what will happen? You will be able to generate more profit, or more what should I say? More business. You can generate more business. So if you know your brand is very stable. But if you're quite new in the business and your brand is not very famous, then that is your weakness. That is your weakness. So you have to work on that so that you can come up with a brand. You can make your business, you can make your product like a brand. Is it clear, right? So that's why this is very important to know your strength and your weaknesses. And what are the benefits of the opportunities? If you know the opportunity, then you can exploit them, and then you will be benefited straight away. Is it clear? and we have discussed a lot about the threats. What are the threats? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So we are almost done. Okay, we have covered 2 topics today. Normally we are getting ready. We are almost getting ready to study the economical environment and the financial environment and the other business environments and stuff, so that we are making some sort of ground. Okay, how was the topic today, and how was the class? Was it knowledgeable or not? That's good. Yeah, he's giving, Erin is giving a clapping. That's good. Yeah, nice. I know. That's very good. It's just a discussion forum, so that when you have your master degree and you go for an interview, the people must be saying, IMT, the students are very good. That's nice. They are equipped with the old sort of knowledge. There, Rajiv is also saying very good. So someone wanted to talk on the, I can allow you like for 1 minute. Someone wanted, but I forgot it. Like, I'm sorry for that. It is very practical information. That's good. Prabha is saying, yeah. Nixon is saying, nice. Yeah, someone wanted to talk something like introduce himself or herself. Then I can allow for 1 minute or 2 minutes, so that we should know each other. Anyone? We'd like to share any information? About what, please? Anything like about just the introduction, what you do, like just to get to know each other. We should know. That's it. How was the topic? What? How much? Yeah, any feedback if you want to give? If any suggestion you can give. Okay, Sadatu is saying, okay, I will allow you, Sadatu. Let's see what he does, what he says. Nixon is also saying, okay. So I will allow Sadatu first. I can, let me see. Yeah. Here you go, Sadatu. You are, yeah, you can talk now. Hello? No, I mean, okay, I get what you mean. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, leave it then. Let me close it then. Okay, that's fine. Okay, no problem. It's all right. You have a very good evening. Rest of the time, rest of the evening, you have very good. I'll see you with new topics, inshallah, in the next class. Anything else? If you want to know, any comments or anything, any suggestion, please let me know. Thank you very much. Israel is saying thank you. Good night. Thanks, sir. Okay, Prabha, thank you very much. Rajiv is also saying thank you. Anyway, all the best. So see you in the next class. Manu Murthy is saying, okay, sir. Thank you very much, Manu. And good night. Yeah. Okay, Rahul. Good night. You're a regular student, I know. Almost all of you are very regular. It's really good. See, yeah, Renin is giving me a 6 star. That's good, yeah. Nice to know that. And clapping also is there. Yeah, that's good. See, it's a platform to learn and to have fun as well. Anyway, all the best and have a very good evening. Bye-bye.